Yes, the the mind at its best is to be productive. The brain cells is constructed that way. The new challenge is to make good, healthy, rational decisions. I always learn that people, one of my 5 learning disabilities that we need to overcome is feelings of inadequacy. Yes. Am I good enough and am I lovable enough? Yes, you are good enough. In dealing with the society, when people as this larger society talk about the new norm, whereas on college campus, whereas college campuses are, people are not bonding, whereas that they become isolated and all alone and thinking that they're just by themselves and trying to learn new ways and how to deal with this sense of dealing with self. So the challenge is to make good, healthy, and rational decisions, and that's going to require something. And I'm going to first talk about rational decision and how it is defined. Um, Rational decision making is a multi-step process for making choices. We have decision and choices between alternatives. That's a good word, between. There is something in between. We'll talk about that. The process of rational decision making favors logic, objectivity, and analysis over subjectivity and insight. Okay, that is a definition. Let's look at this. Multiple. That means there must be what I call capacity training, capacity building, capacity development. And in that capacity development, it deals with one of the components of the maturation process is tolerance. It's called universal tolerance. And in that tolerance, it has to do with the TAS. And that TAS must be synchronized. And when it's synchronized, if I'm moving ahead of myself, I could be in this and understanding this maturation process, which I should know, but I know it. But in being able to be uh, uh, literally express it, that could be a challenge. But the end result is designed to readdress uh, social diversity, moving from a persecuted minority to a privileged majority. But it also deals with aspiration, because when inspiration goes down, one's aspiration goes up. Now, the between alternatives, and I said capacity building, capacity training, and this new challenge is to make good, healthy, and rational decisions. The process in itself is a multi-process, which means that there are multiple disturbances that are coming our way. But think about it. The mind at its best is to be productive. So it is in the multiplication. The decision making is in the multiplication. It is the X factor. It is the X factor. And in some formulas, you start off with X, and then you put an equal sign or any other uh, sign that you will put there to finally produce a result. But it starts off with the multiplication, because this uh, these decision making process, it is the makings of you. It makes you um, when it comes to, it puts you in a position. It's like it forces you to make a choice. This multiplication, this mind at its best is to be productive. So one process of making decisions is in the multiplication, the step-by-step process for the purpose of making choices. The multiplication, the X factor, is all in the process between alternatives, between the alternatives. And in that alternative, it is designed as another term. I may not have time to talk about it. It's called textology. It is a branch of science concerned with the nature and effects of detection of poisons. And what it is designed to do, it is to reduce, it is a reduction. It is to make something less stressful and less painful. So in our decision-making process, we want to make it less stressful and less strainful. And I didn't even get on the alternative angle when it comes to math. Everything is in the math. Capacity training, building or developing is the process by which an individual and organization obtain and improve and retain the skills, knowledge, tools, equipment, and other resources needed to do their jobs competently. So there's more to be discussed when it comes to this. The new challenge is to make good, healthy, rational decisions. Until next time, Reverend Wally Kevin, teachers of teachers, preachers of preachers. When it comes to reverence from the heart, talk to you.